Excellency sir, watu wamekuja kwa sababu wanakupenda, wanataka kusikia. The time has come. Can we all rise up please? Welcome His Excellency, the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya for an address. Karibu sana.
Kwani hapa ni Wantam? Hapa ni Wantam? What do you mean? Here in the States? In Boston? It's Wantam.
President William Ruto's troubles are no longer confined to Kenya. In a dramatic turn of events, a town hall meeting in the United States of America turned chaotic as Kenyans living abroad openly rejected him, chanting, "Wantam and Ruto must go," during an event graced by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Mama DORCAS Gachagua.
Let me test nione kama ni kwa tano. Aya, harambe. Wewe Ruto. Wewe Kasongo. Wewe Kaongo. Wewe Zakayo. Wewe mtu ya kutenga. Wewe harabu shamba. Wewe mwizi. Wewe muuaji. Aende asiende.
The event, held to mark the launch of the DCP party satellite offices in USA, was expected to be a show of unity and political expansion. Instead, it exposed deep cracks in the Kenya Kwanza administration and signaled growing discontent even among the diaspora.
Atembe asitembe? No, nimekubali hapa ni Wantam.
As Gachagua stood to speak, the crowd interrupted with loud boos and chants calling for President William Ruto's exit. The slogans, once familiar on Kenyan streets, have now made their way to international grounds, showing the depth of frustration among Kenyans abroad.
There is going to be a regime change in Kenya. We are going to have a new government, and we want to start preparing our partners in the new administration. Yeah? There is no need for us to wait when we have sent Ruto home, then I start coming to ask you how we can work together. Since we are sure, ataenda nyumbani.
The crowd's energy shifted as Gachagua took control of the situation, using the moment to launch a fiery political offensive against the president. Together with his wife Dorcas, they addressed the gathering with clear and pointed remarks, laying out why they believe Kenyans, both home and abroad, have turned their backs on the head of state, President William Ruto.
And I want to say very clearly, if God is gracious and gives me the opportunity through the people of Kenya to be president, I'll have a mix of experience and youthfulness in government. Where we pick a cabinet secretary who is experienced, the principal secretary is a 24, 25-year-old girl or boy. They work together. So that
the drama in the hall was not just about heckling, it reflected a wider political realignment that's gaining traction. Gachagua painted a picture of betrayal, failed promises, and a collapsing economy under Ruto's watch. His message was simple: Ruto had lost the plot, and someone had to step in and stop the bleeding.
William Ruto akuwe Wantam. That is the definition of cousin. Makuzo mko? Hi Kuzo. Hi Kuzo. Please, we are communities. And I've told you, even the Kalenjin, they are crying as much as everybody else is crying. Because the cost of fuel, there is no one that is cheaper for the Kalenjin. It's the same cost. Kila jamii inalalamika because of bad governance. So we need to work on our country together.
What shocked many was not just the anger, but how organized it seemed. A large part of the audience appeared ready for confrontation, armed with placards, shirts, and hashtags that echoed the Wantam slogan. The message was not random, it was coordinated, loud, and unapologetic.
I'm also a human being. I'm also a parent. I have agencies in my house. What worrisome is that he is no longer pretending. It was being done through the police, through the National Intelligence Service, anajificha mbali. Him and his boys are no longer pretending. There are 3 instructions that have been given. The first one by Kipchumba Murkomen, his homeboy, kijana yake ya nyumbani. Shoot to kill. That is there. It has already been implemented. It is going on.
Sources close to the organizers say the town hall had originally been planned to showcase the DCP's outreach to Kenyans in the diaspora, but after sensing the discontent, Gachagua and his team allegedly adjusted the script to make room for hard-hitting political messaging. It worked. The cheers that followed his speech confirmed that the crowd was not just angry, they were looking for an alternative, and Gachagua seemed to be that voice.
The second one from Ruto himself, shoot in the leg. That is the second one. The third one from Nelson Koech, his tribesman. Don't shoot in the leg, shoot in the head. So those three instructions from William Ruto and his own boys are in force. That is the danger we are in as a country.
The move by Gachagua to take the anti-Ruto message outside the country is bold. It speaks to a man who is no longer interested in saving the current regime, but rather in positioning himself as the leader of a new front. The presence of DORCAS Gachagua on the same stage only added weight to the message. Her involvement suggests that this is no longer just about politics, it's about power, influence, and survival.
Yeah? There is no need for us to wait when we have sent Ruto home. Then I start coming to ask you how we can work together. Since we are sure ataenda nyumbani. Eh? Kwani hapa ni Wantam? Hapa ni Wantam? What do you mean? Here in the States? In Boston? It's Wantam.
Behind the drama lies a serious political calculation. With the country's economy in crisis, cost of living rising, and confidence in the government failing, Gachagua seems to be betting on a wave of frustration to propel his own ambitions. The mention of opposition figures like Fred Matiangi, EUGENE WAMALWA, and others being part of his new movement points to a wider coalition forming behind the scenes. What makes this more dangerous for Ruto is the diaspora's financial muscle. During the meeting, some Kenyans in the audience pledged to support the opposition's cause, not just with their voices but with their wallets. Fundraising efforts are already being discussed to support what some are calling a rescue mission to take back Kenya.
Tukipata serikali, tutapatia mtu ya diaspora achunge mambo yenu hapo. Iyo Washington DC hapo embassy. Mutajaa huko. Because you are the one who understands what needs to be done here in the States. You understand the challenges of Kenyans here.
This is a major blow to Ruto, who is already dealing with unrest at home. Gashagua's message has found a home in the diaspora. His criticism of government policies, especially on taxes, mismanagement and corruption, is gaining support. And if the reception in the US is anything to go by, the movement could grow fast and wider.
Nisalimieni kwa Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana yetu asifiwe tena. Kenya, hi. Hi, cousins. Cousins, hi. Hi, bros. Hi, sis. Hi, mashemeji. Hi, Boston.
In politics, optics matter, and the image of a sitting president being booed in front of the international community while his former deputy gets applause is hard to ignore. It sends a strong message, not just to Ruto, but to all political players in Kenya. Gachagua is not backing down. He's taking the fight across borders.
Lakini tumekaa imara. Tumekubaliana, mimi niko hapo. Kalonzo ako hapo. Matiangi ako hapo. EUGENE WAMALWA ako hapa. My sister mother ako hapo. Natembea ako hapo. Hata huyo mtata ako. Na yule mtu yote anataka kuwa rais. Tumesema kila mtu aende atafute kura zake. Kila mtu asanye zake.
What started as a party launch ended up becoming a rallying cry. The political storm that has been brewing in Nairobi has now crossed oceans. And if the cheers in the town hall are anything to go by, President Ruto's second term is no longer guaranteed. The battle lines are drawn. The drama has just begun.
Let me test nione kama ni bwana. Aya, harambe. Wewe Ruto. Wewe Kasongo. Wewe Kaongo, wewe Zakayo, wewe mtu ya kutenga, wewe harabu wa shamba, wewe mwizi, wewe muuaji, aende asiende? Atembee asitembee? No, nimekubali hapa ni Wantam.